A bit more than a month ago, I took on a challenge to get a CSGO knife from purely investing from only a couple of in-game drops. Now for the first episode we took a risk on the Antwerp capsules, and right now is the perfect time to reflect on that investment and to reevaluate if we should hold Antwerp or if it's time to get into something else. Now first off, I gave myself some very strict rules to make this even harder, which are no task sites or working for skins. This is purely investing based. No extra in-game drops or gifts from anyone. What we start with is all we get. No flipping skins, only investing in items. And lastly, no gambling or other morally grey areas of getting the knife, like maybe scamming someone. These rules are this constraining on purpose, otherwise it would be too easy to do this, and people have done that in the past. Now we started off with only a few CSGO case drops to make it as easy as possible for anyone to follow along. After selling those cases, we bought 10 Antwerp capsules, and with the money left over we got a floppy sticker, which was basically just for the fun of it and to not have any money left over. Now Antwerp has been discontinued for a fair bit now, and it's starting to look quite bleak for Antwerp. We're getting a new major soon, and that will bring even more stickers with it. I think Antwerp could still do very well in the long term, but for our challenge the Antwerp capsules won't be the best way to go anymore. Right now the CSGO market itself is in a very good place, and I don't want to miss out on that by clinging onto Antwerp like it is my dearest sick cat. Don't panic sell the second something goes down a bit, but do reconsider the profitability of an item after a bit of time. Antwerp has had the time to settle finally, so we can reconsider. There were a lot of people who invested into Antwerp when the major was live, and I think it was too many for what the market could handle, at least right now. I still think Antwerp will be good long term, but not as good as some other options right now. Antwerp and Stockholm stickers look very good and are well liked, but they are just too insecure right now. If the next major stickers are with a background again, which is what I am expecting, they will go up again, but until then they will probably stay stagnant for a bit. That is why I am selling Antwerp for now. At the time it was just a temporary gamble to see if we could quickly make our money something more. But alas, that did not happen, and thus we are selling for something else. If you are invested into Antwerp for the long term, then this video should not be a reminder to get out of Antwerp. This is simply my decision for the series. Nothing changed about Antwerp. If you get scared now, there were already a lot of signs. Now, what am I replacing the Antwerp capsules with? Well, I don't need to look far to decide on something. It's going to be cases. In the past, cases have always done quite well, and they will continue to do so in the future. They are the safest investment we have nowadays, since people will always want to open them. You have to realize that even though we get millions of case drops every month, also almost all of them get opened in the same month. That means that there's most likely more supply for the Antwerp capsules than for cases, and cases contain skins, which people care a bit more about than stickers. And cases also get opened a lot more than sticker capsules. Well, there are many cases to choose from. So how do we decide the best one? Well, the best cases to get are not the ones that I see getting hyped up the most. I hear a lot of people talk about the more expensive cases in CSGO, like for example the Breakout case, Glove case, the Operation cases from Broken Fang and Operation Riptide, but those aren't the best options if you want to double your money quickly, for example. Those expensive cases are very safe, but an easier way to make your money double is to go with very cheap cases that are yet to grow a lot. Especially if you have a relatively small budget like I do. You have to imagine it like this. If you buy a 10-cent case, it only has to grow 10 cents to double in price. If you buy a $4 case, like the Breakout case for example, it has to grow $4 in price to get double as expensive. Now obviously a $4 case will grow faster than a 10-cent case due to the sheer rarity of the case, but a case worth $4 doubling in price will cause a lot of people to stop opening it at $8. But a case doubling from 10 to 20 cents will cause almost no decrease in opening demand, since the cheapest cases are that expensive anyway, and the key is also $2.50 on top of that, so 10 cents extra doesn't really matter. That means if you want to grow your inventory value quickly, cheap cases are way better to do so. This will most likely be the last time we see cases in the 10 cents range, since the newest cases in CSGO are nowadays always more than 50 cents for a long time. Also right now is a way better time to buy those cases than a couple of weeks ago, because the hype has died down a bit again, since hype never lasts. Well then, what case or cases should we buy? First of all, you should always pick multiple items instead of one, because that makes your investments way more safe. For example, if one item does poorly, that doesn't mean you lose all your money. It means you only lose a bit, or you even still make money from the other items. That is why I am choosing 3 cases. If I would have had like a bigger budget like $10 or $20 or even higher, I would pick more different cases and perhaps also some more expensive cases like the Spectrum, Gamma or Chroma cases, but that isn't really applicable to my situation yet. The 3 cases that I'm picking are the Fracture case, the Prisma 2 case and the Danger Zone case, and there is a cheaper case, but the Snakebite case is not going to be discontinued soon, or at least not before the Fracture case is. If you want to know which case I think will be discontinued next, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video, because it's coming out very soon. This is why I chose those 3. They are the cheapest cases right now and they have some great potential. Although do your own research if you want to invest something yourself. Make sure you know and understand why you decide to buy something if you do. After selling the 10 capsules, I got 9.69 RMB back. That is less than I had before the Antwerp capsules, but that was to be expected. In investing, you sometimes have to see where you should switch up your choices and reconsider things. I didn't sell the floppy sticker because it would only get me like 0.01 or 0.02 RMB, which won't really help me with anything, so I'll just keep it for now. Maybe it'll be expensive in the future, you don't know. I bought 3 of each case, and after that I had a bit left, with which I bought one more Fracture case because I think it has the most potential, and I had enough left for another Danger Zone case, so I bought that as well. We do have 0.34 RMB left this time, but I think we'll keep that for now since we can't buy anything with it. This now means we have 11 cases in total. These cases will become more expensive, so we just have to wait and see. Now you need to know that the way I am investing in this series is not the safest way to invest. The way I am investing is basically short term, and I can't really recommend that for you guys. In general, investing is a better option if you do it in the long term, but that isn't an option for this series. Cases are currently the best investment in the game, there should be no doubt about that. But pinpointing exactly why they are such a good investment can be very hard. In this video, I tell you why you should have most of your budget into cases, and also which cases to consider when you do buy them. Are you sick of your old skins and do you just want something new and refreshing? Well, I trade a lot of CSGO skins for very low fees. My trade link is in the description and I have tons of different things to choose from. If you're still watching, you are truly awesome. Thank you, goodbye.